took 3 versions of the Oscar. The original sculpture, created by George Stanley, one of the Oscars that was part of the first edition ever handed out, and then a modern version. I took all 3, scanned them, and according to some of the design requests of the Academy, I merged them, combined them, did some resculpting, redesigning of the base, and retouching. And then from that, we took that model, we sent it to our 3D wax printer, and we were able to create the 3D prints, which then become the investment casting patterns, which then get burnt out, and the metal replaces it, and that's when you have the final metal piece, which then goes to finishing.
Sculpted by an artist, okay? Now, if we wanted to make a hand, we pour wax into a glove. The wax gets hard, we take the glove off, we go to wax hand. We then take the wax hand and we make a ceramic glove over it. We heat that up, the wax melts, we pour the wax out, and we pour the metal in. So this is that process, the ceramic shelf.
Artists are job creators, and they don't just create art, they create jobs, and they create wealth. Some of it's seen, some of it maybe not appreciated for generations. And I think what Dick is saying is so true, that we can develop clusters of skilled craftsmen here in the Hudson Valley.
How did your employees feel getting this gig, getting this particular job?
Well, it's an affirmation of who we are and what we are, and that intensity and hard work and care and devotion. I mean, the words are the same from this century and the last century, and it's just the tools have changed, okay? And you got to be nimble to keep up with the changes that are going on.
I started with the original sculpture, sculpted by George Stanley.
So the actual sculpture
The
by hand?
actual original.
He just did it by hand, and
I think it was actually a casting of it.
okay. So they just had one, happen to have one lying around that they did that?
No, as far as I know, it was the original.
The original?
The original, yeah.
From 1929?
From 1928.
How did they bring it? I mean, did they just send it in a
crate.
FedEx box, or did they?
No, they had a security or personnel bring it, and it was in a crate with special foam inserts where the Oscars were nicely fit into it.
We are an international company that makes art for artists all over the world. But we've never made anything that has this level of recognition and signifies a level of confidence that everybody knows about. And so it is a very, very big deal.
How did this all come about?
Well, I've been working for 50 years. It came about because we are very good, and we have an international reputation.